Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Here in Israel, united in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom.
"2,000 years after the departure of Jesus the Christ, the prophets are back to teach the real Jews, the 12 tribes of Israel, their true nationality." This is their campaign.
We are Israel united in Christ. We are here to teach you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who you are according to the Bible. My brother, what's your name, my brother? Come closer. Come closer, my brother. What's your name, my brother? Sean, how you been? How you dealing with all the confusion that's going on right now in the world?
Prophesied, brother.
Huh?
Prophesied.
It was prophesied.
2,000 years.
I know.
So,
I'm going to show you, Matthew 24. I'm going to show you, all right? Because you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That was prophesied a long time ago. And I don't know why our people are running around rented in confusion, buying out all the toilet tissue and all the paper towel, like if that's going to save them up.
Right.
Right? Read this.
right out. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 5.
This is a prophecy, 24:4. A prophecy in the book of Matthew, the New Testament. Okay, read.
Verse 4. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Christ said, take heed, meaning pay attention that no man deceive you. All right? Meaning be on the lookout that no one deceive you. Why?
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
He said many shall come in his name saying that they're Christ. That happened during this period right here. When this devil came on earth and posted up as Jesus Christ. When in fact the Bible don't describe him at all as this demon. The real Jesus Christ is a black man that looks just like you.
Right.
So that's right there. It's speaking about us being deceived by this demon evil image right here.
Right.
Of Caesar Borgia. A pedophile. Right? A thief. Continue.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Speaking about the last days. Aren't we hearing about wars and rumors of war? Don't you see what's going on in the Middle East? In Venezuela, in Colombia, Ecuador, in Nigeria, Ghana? The internal wars that's going on there? You hear that? It's truth. Read.
See that ye not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
So the scripture said, do not be troubled. You as an Israelite man, you are an Israelite. Where's your father from? Your father, what's his lineage? Where's he from?
Africa.
He's from Africa. Then he was brought into America in slave ships. You more than likely from the tribe of Judah. All right? You from the tribe of Judah. So this book is pertaining to you. This prophecy was given to you for your comfort. Read it again.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Big man, in the red, stay there. Listen up, my brother. Listen up. Bringing out something important. You heard about the coronavirus and all that, right? You bringing out the knowledge on it. Come on, listen up. Read it again.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
So we're gonna hear of wars, of rumors of war. That's going on right now as we speak. Read.
See that ye not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
He said, do not be troubled, because all these things gotta happen, like all you say. It's prophesied. Ain't no man gonna change that. It doesn't matter how much vaccine or much quarantine you want to do. You're not gonna change the prophecies. You know what I'm saying? No much. It doesn't matter how many policies you change. You're not gonna change the prophecy. Read.
But the end is not yet.
But the end is not near yet. Read.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Don't you see the confusion among the governments right now of the world? They're rising up against each other.
Bring it out.
They're going at it economically.
Right.
During the war of warfare, in war as well. They're going at it on a war matter too. That's going on right now. That proves that the Bible is a real book.
Right.
Don't let the white man teach you something different. And this Bible is for you. You from the tribe of Judah, the Israelite.
Right.
That's where you blacks and Hispanics are. Read.
And there shall be famines and pestilence.
It's a famine and pestilence. It's saying it right there. Sickness, coronavirus. Then we had Zika the other day. Ebola, H1N1. What else? Swine flu.
Right.
Didn't we have these things before? So it's going to be more of those things. But he said, don't be worried about that. Why? Read.
And earthquakes.
And earthquakes. The island of Puerto Rico, such a small island. Over 500 earthquakes last year.
Right.
Mexico, earthquakes. India, all over the world. You see earthquake movements all over the world. You could track it on Google Maps. They got, on Google. They got apps that show you that.
That one right here.
Hey, you see that? Right. That's the Most High visiting the earth. But our people don't want to wake up. They want to remain asleep.
In diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow.
This is just the beginning, brother. The Most High just winked at us right now. Imagine when he put his real hands on us. What's going to happen to those that rebel? What will happen to those that rebel against his word?
Right.
You're going to be caught up in the lake of fire. But you as an Israelite man, you have a way out. You have to come and repatriate yourself to your true culture. You got to come back to your true nation. Exodus 23 and verse 25. Read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 25.
Listen up, Sean.
And ye shall serve the Lord your God, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from thy midst.
You heard that? He said, if we serve the Lord, it's going to take away sickness from us. The coronavirus will touch. But can every nation serve the Lord? That's my question to you. Any nation, can they serve the Lord? Who is God's servants? Who are God's servants according to the Bible?
Bring it out.
Exactly, my brother. You're the spirit. I'm going to bring it out to you. Leviticus 25 tells you that. Read that.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 25, verse 55. Burn out. For unto me the children of Israel are servants.
No, the Chinese.
The children of Israel are servants.
No, the Japanese.
The children of Israel are servants.
No, the French, the Italian, the German.
For unto me the children of Israel are servants.
You, Sean, you are the children of Israel. You are his servants. You only can serve the Lord and get protected from the coronavirus and all the pestilence that are coming up right now.
I got a strong immune system.
Because he made you special.
Gotta go
You're not regular. I'm going to bring something out for you. I'm going to prove to you that you're not regular. You say he made you with a strong immune system, right? You notice that the other, hermana, you notice that the other nations are the ones catching hell and we remaining healthy? It's because we're not equal to them. We are above them. Read that.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
He said, you are holy people unto God. You know what? It should be holy. It should be separate. Not the same as not regular. That's what it means to be holy. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
He said God chose you, Sean, to be a special people. That's the reason why your immune system is built up enough that you're not feeling that coronavirus. You don't see that we're not catching that.
Right.
We didn't hear of cases in Africa. The one case that was brought in Africa was a German dude.
Right.
It wasn't our people. Why? Because we're not made the same. Read it again.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
No, the same as the European.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Same as the Chinese.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You, Sean, you are above all the other nations. Just to the simple fact that you are children of the slave trade.
Right.
That makes you an Israelite. Don't let nobody take that away from you, my brother.
Right.
But this is how you protect yourself. Once more, let me get Psalms 91. I can't let this brother go without him knowing the tools to protect himself.
After this, I gotta take care of somebody.
I got you. But I gotta give you the tools, my brother.
Right.
I can't send you home empty-handed. You want to go empty-handed, you go to church tomorrow.
Yo, I'm receptive to what you said.
Yes, sir, I understand that.
I don't agree with everything you said, but I'm receptive to what you said.
I'm gonna give you this tool and then we speak about what you don't agree. All right? Is that all right?
I gotta take care of something, brother.
All right, cool.
I'm
Let me give you that. Yeah, all right, cool.
Respect.
Psalms chapter 91 verse 1. Verse 3. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence.
So he's going to deliver us, Israelites, from all the corruption that's going to be going on right now. The wars, the diseases. Read.
He shall cover thee with his feathers.
He's going to cover us with his feather. You know what is that? You know what is that? To have God as your backup, bro.
Protection.
The protection. He has angels around us, right, to protect us. For the simple fact that we're serving them, that we are Israel. Read.
And under his wings shalt thou trust. His trust shall be thy shield and buckler.
His what?
His trust shall be thy shield and buckler. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
He said his truth shall be thy shield and buckler. What is the truth? The commandments of God. I'm going to show you that right quick. I got to prove that to you, my brother. I cannot let you go. Hey,
You gotta prove to all the people.
yeah, I know. Listen, you think they're not listening? Look at his brother. He looked out. Yeah, they listen.
But they scared to come over.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm put that in your spirit to stand right here.
Right.
And it's about time that the black man stands up and come and talk to his brothers.
Right. That's right.
You rather go to the next nations to get solutions. When we supposed to be talking about how the hell we get out.
What's your name?
Yamagan.
Yo, I'm gonna talk to you, brother.
Well, let me listen to what the truth is, though, my brother. Listen up.
Psalms chapter 119 verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
What is the law?
The truth.
Thy law.
And thy law is the truth.
The law is the truth. Us keeping the laws, we protecting ourselves from everything that's going on in this world right now.
Right.
That's our protection. That's our shield. You understand what I'm saying? Take it easy, Sean. Hey, big man in the bike. Come through, brother. Come through. Come through, my brother. Come through. Come through. Your brother in the green jacket. Come over here, brother. Come on, listen up. Listen up to the lessons, brother. You can hear it. You got questions? You hear? You don't got no questions, but you know what's going on right now. What we doing out here?
Preaching the word of God.
The word of God to who? To everybody? Not only blacks. Because if you come and look at this list right here, black is just a color of the
I'm Puerto
crayon.
Rican, but I consider myself black.
Right. I mean, it's not, black is just a color of the crayon box. Well, you indeed are from the tribe of Ephraim. Right?
That's right.
Puerto Ricans are from the tribe of Ephraim. And that's the reason why you look tall. We got other brothers that look light-skinned in Puerto Rico. There's a prophecy about that. Let me get that in Hosea 7 and 8. I'm going to show you something about Ephraim, the Puerto Ricans. Like that you know. All right? Let me get that.
Bring it up.
I'm going to show you one thing that describes you brothers in Puerto Rico. Because I've been to Puerto Rico. I've seen brothers as dark as me. You know what I'm saying? Then as your complexion and then as light as this brother right here. You know, but there's prophesied on that. Read.
The book of Hosea, chapter 7, verse 8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people.
It said Ephraim, the Puerto Ricans, they mixed themselves among the people. When that happened? During the conquest of the Hispanians, where they used to mix with the Spanish and the Tainos, right? They used to mingle amongst themselves, amongst the oppressor. The Spanish used to come and rape our women. You understand what I'm saying? Read.
Ephraim is a cake not turned.
It says Ephraim is a cake not turned. If you have a pancake, you got it on the pot, right? On the fryer, whatever you cook your pancake on the pan. One side, if you don't turn it, what happens to the side at the bottom? And what happens to the sides on the top? If you don't turn it, it stays light. You get what I'm saying? It's saying that Ephraim is like that. The northern kingdom of Israel is like that. You got brothers like this brother's complexion, and I myself also from the northern kingdom. Yo soy panameño también. ¿Me entiendes? So tú ves la diferencia entre los morenos y los hispanos. A mí los morenos, hay gente de nuestra nación que son bien morenas y bien claritas. Hay un ejemplo aquí. ¿Entiendes? Igualmente contigo. That's why we out here to teach. Any questions according to the Bible? Have you listening? You listening to the confusion with the coronavirus and everything else like that?
Now, my question is, God always existed?
Always.
He never, nobody ever made him? You know, he always existed, right?
He always existed. I'm going to show you something.
Nobody ever made him, right?
No, I'm going to show you something. I see where you're coming, but I'm going to read you the scripture and then I'm going to go to where you're coming from. Read.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
It said the Ancient of Days. What that means? The Ancient of Days. Meaning what? He was there before day was created. Before anything was done, God was there.
Right.
He is the creator. That's why a lot of people consider him the creator.
Right.
The creator cannot create himself, the creator cannot be created by somebody else.
Right.
He creates. You understand what I'm saying? So don't let nobody ever tell you that there was something before God, or the Big Bang Theory, right? Or evolution. That's all a lie. If there was evolution, why monkeys still exist?
Right.
Why gorillas still exist? If there was an evolution from monkeys to human, like all the European science says, right? So what they want to do, they're trying to get you away from the commandments of God. That's how they hold our people captive. That's how you got Judith, what is it, Judith 20? Yeah. Right. That's how they hold our people captive. By keeping us away from God, by keeping us away from serving God. That's our kryptonite. Right? If they take away God and the commandments of God from us, they got us controlled. Because we made special, brother. Every car made here got a booklet of instructions of what to do with that car, how to fix it, when to change its oil. The same thing with us. God made us special. He has a guideline for us to follow. But the other nations trying to keep us away from that guideline. I'm going to show you that. Judith.
The book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people.
He said, if there be any error in us, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans,
and they sin against their God.
And if we sin against God, sinning against God means breaking God's commandments. Come over here, Pablo. You, come over here. Sinning against God is breaking God's commandments. I'm going to show you that later on, but read.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
That shall be what?
Their ruin.
Us not keeping the commandments is going to be our ruin. You understand English?
Yeah.
Entiende inglés?
Yeah.
Okay. Us not keeping the commandments is our ruin. It's our kryptonite. And they know that. That's what they want to. They got all type of information saying God didn't exist before this and that. That's all bullcrap. That's all tactics for them to keep us away from coming back to our true nationality. All right, read.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
So if we are sinning, all these nations can come upon against us. Prime example, the Taínos, right? They want to paint them as feeble, right, as weak. But in fact, the Taínos was one of the best warriors on earth.
Right.
How the hell they got conquered by some stinking Europeans that didn't even know the basic hygiene of how to shower?
Right.
Sick people. How the hell they got conquered by them? Because we went away from God's commandments. Once you step away from God's commandments, damnation is coming to you.
Right.
You are able to be defeated by a weaker nation. And that's what happened with the Taínos in Puerto Rico. You understand? We went away from keeping God's commandments, keeping the new moons, keeping his dress code, eating the certain foods. We went away from all of that. And we were made weak. And we were brought into ruin. Continue.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation,
But if we don't have iniquity or sin within us, if we come back to our nationality, if we come back to keeping God's commandments, what would happen?
let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them.
He said, if you see those people keeping the commandments, just wave by to them. Don't even come near them because God is protecting them. You know what is to be protected by God, brother? We are evidence of God's protection.
Right.
To survive this, where's that at? Let me see the ship. I'm going to show you something. Okay? These alone, to survive this voyage, or this trip, turn it around, brother. That's good. All right? To survive this trip, where you laying down, laid out like a spoon, okay, like spoons and forks, and your brother is shit basically dookie on you and pissing on you. He's vomiting on you. Right? All that's falling on you, all type of disease circulating in that boat. And you still made it to land?
Right.
You know what that means? That you are not regular. That the Most High has a purpose for you.
Right.
It's a plan behind that.
Right.
What made us get through this? We got to question ourselves and our faith. Something got to be different about us to make it through this. So now you got to seek yourself to come back to you. What happened to us? Why this happened to us? That's the next question. Why do you think this happened to us? Why did this happen to us?
Slavery.
Why? Look at that, man. Thank you, man. Why that happened to us? Why? Like I said, we were stronger physically than them. We were, when it came to war, forget about it. Even today, you can see it. Physically, they can't come at us. You think of one white man or one European or one Chinese person can control 100 of us right now without getting pulverized? You get me? So it had to be something that happened to us. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28. I'm going to show you what happened to us. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
So if we as a people, once again, we didn't keep his commandments, what would happen?
And his statutes, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
And all these what?
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So there was going to be a set of curses that would come upon us if we forgot God's commandments and God's word. I'm going to read you that curse that we just brought out. Hold it for the brother, I'd like to see this illustration. Let me get 68.
The book of Deuteronomy.
This is one of the curses, right?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Brother.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
It said the Lord is going to bring us into Egypt again. Egypt is a Greek word meaning bondage, into slavery. I'm going to prove that to you. The word Egypt in the Bible, in this context, is speaking about slavery. All right? Because the Greek word for slavery was Egypt back then. Not only the country, like how we know now, but the Greeks called slavery Egypt, or bondage. Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What is Egypt again?
Out of the house of bondage.
What is Egypt, my brother? House of bondage, meaning slavery. So let's go back to 68. Hold it up for me. Hold it up for me.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So the Lord is going to bring us into Egypt, meaning bondage again. And what?
With ships.
With ships, my brother. You see that?
Yeah.
Is that's not a fable? You know what I'm saying? That's real. We went through that. The Bible recorded that. Read it again for the brother.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He says he's going to bring us into slavery again with ships. That happened to us. You get what I'm saying? Read. Stay with me, my brother.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
He said we were not going to see our homeland anymore. Israel is part of Africa. That's another confusion. They want to tell you that Israel is the Middle East. No. Israel is Africa.
Right.
Israel is part of Africa. So when you say that your parents came from Africa, or the brother that was here before, he says I was from Africa, he was absolutely right.
Right.
Okay? We did come from that landmass that they call today Africa. But Israel is located in that landmass. Read it again.
Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
He said when we reach and leave our homeland, we were going to be taken in slave ships. Wherever we landed, we were going to serve our enemies. We were going to be sold to our enemies. Check it out. Showing the auction blocks right there. Then we get sold. This is what it's talking about. That was us, slave auction. $5 for a buck, nigga. You would have been sold for $5, $10. Your grandfather probably would have gotten 2 for 1. That's how they consider us even until today. You see, by the way they treat us, they have no consideration for us. But us, we gotta want to love them. That's something wrong with our people, man. Something really wrong. Continue, brother. Put it down, brother.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So nobody could have redeemed us. Put it down for me. Let me see that, brother. Nobody could have redeemed us. Many people in our history try to redeem us. But what happened? They failed. They failed because we still, till today, we're in captivity.
Right.
Right.
All right? We still, today, we're in captivity. The only person, the only man that's going to liberate us is Jesus Christ.
That's right.
All right? Jesus Christ. Let me get Luke 1.
Bring it out.
Let me get Luke 1. That's the only way out for us. Coming back to His commandments and accepting Christ and keeping His laws. All right? That's the only way out for blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. There's no other way out. You can pray to Buddha, you're going to waste your time. You might get fat like him too. Okay? You can pray to a rock, Allah, and it's going to be a waste of time too. All right? Read.
The book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
This is the Lord God of who?
Of Israel.
God of all the nations.
Of Israel.
You, brother. What's your name?
Orlando.
Rolando. The God of you, Israel. Read.
For he hath visited and redeemed his people.
So Christ is going to redeem his people, which is Israel. That's who he's going to redeem. Us.
Right. And hath raised up an horn of salvation for us.
That horn of salvation is Jesus Christ. Okay? That he raised up for us. Not for the rest of the world. Just for us, the Israelite nation. Read.
Right. In the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets,
Right.
which have been since the world began.
I gotta do it. All right? The answer is in the Bible. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. And now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
He said, you Puerto Ricans, what does the Lord require of you? You blacks, what does the Lord require of you? You Native Americans, you Hispanics, what does the Lord require of you? Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways.
Ponga eso ahí, venga a aprender, hermano. Venga a aprender. Read it again.
To fear the Lord thy God, and to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
What?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
So that's why he required of us to keep the commandments of the Lord. All right? I'm going to start bringing out laws for you. Like that you get the tools to become back again to be a prophet, to be that great man that you're supposed to be.
Right.
Let me get the law of the bed, then the fringes. You're going to go like that. Also the food. Okay? You're going to bring out the laws of food. You know more or less about it?
About the food, yeah.
Yeah? Because a lot of our people are going to catch the same coronavirus because they're eating the wrong food.
Right.
They're going to these Chinese people's food, Chinese restaurant and eating their
Savvy,
food.
like the savvy.
Right. You understand? We're supposed to eat different foods from the rest of the world.
Right.
Read.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their heads, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beards.
So you as an Israelite man, you're not supposed to bald your head.
Right.
Like Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley, like
Right.
that. Or Tyrese. You're not supposed to bald your head like that. Neither you're supposed to cut into your beard. So if your beard grows like how it is right now, it's good. But if it's full, you gotta let it grow like this brother right here. But we got brothers like this brother. You see that? He only grows that. You know, eventually he's gonna have the big beard and all of that. But he can't do nothing right now. He's gotta work with what he's got. Okay? Me, I got spots all over. I gotta work with that. Well, you can't cut into it to try to make it look thin, you know, like a shape, what they call it? Chin strap and this and that. The gold teeth and all that. Like if you want to be an R&B singer and all that. Enough of that, man. We got to come back and rescue our people.
That's right.
We got to come back and rescue our households, man.
Bring it out.
We got to straighten up our life, man. Everybody else is doing it.
Right.
Everybody else is taking care of theirs. We got to come back to that. Standing up for who we are. You know what I'm saying? Also, the clothing. If you notice something around everybody's clothes right here. What's one thing you notice that's peculiar or is different? Now, something that we're wearing that's different from everybody else. Say it.
Plain pants, right?
We want one of that peculiar food on the shirts, on our shirts. What you see on our shirts, that's a little bit different from the rest of the world.
Like the jackets and stuff like that?
No, detail. This is what detail I'm looking for. You see that brother's shirt over there?
Yeah.
Some fringes over there. You're supposed to wear that. You know? The fake Jews, they wear the little That's nah. This is how we wear it. We're supposed to wear it like this. Around your garment. I'm gonna show you that. Read.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak again to the children of Israel, not the whole world. Okay? Not the whole world, the children of Israel. Read.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Now to make them fringes on the borders of our garments. Right, sister with the red hair? Come over here, mama. We love you. Come over here. Don't be afraid. Come over here.
I gotta go somewhere.
All right, this is the best information you can get.
Right.
To protect the children from you.
I gotta go.
I gotta do this one though.
I know I gotta go.
Yeah, I know, I got you, brother. One for love. Love. This is love. You need this. Read.
Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the border of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders of ribbon of blue.
So upon your fringes, you're gonna put a border of blue. All right, you see that border of blue? You're gonna attach that to your fringes. Why? It's gonna explain why. Read.
And it shall be unto you
Hermano.
for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
So you're gonna look upon your fringes and remember the commandments of God. That's your true heritage. That's who you really are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you got a flyer. This brother got a flyer. You got one of those. Listen, come visit us. We ride up on Mount Vernon, 44 Southwest Street in Mount Vernon. We got classes 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 6 p.m. All you got to do bring is a willing spirit, a learning spirit, a willing spirit. Okay, a willing spirit to learn. And we can teach you, man. Like that, you can bring this home, teach your children, your wife, your mother, your father, and yo, we all come back to who we are, which is Israelites. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta do that, Rolando, right?
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold you on more.
Gracias.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.